Hello and welcome back to Sicily Improbable Productions, aka the only reason I keep my beard trimmed.
Not me.
Fair.
It's been a bit. We have Wynne with us again.
Great.
Wants to take over the recap. Who did it last time?
I think it was Mac.
I think we all contributed at some point.
All right.
So if Max did it last time, I don't know who was in order after that. Wynne can't do it. Clifford, did you want to try the recap?
The recap.
Recap of the blood caps.
The recap of the blood caps. I remember finding everybody. Oh, that's right. We spent so much time opening a portal to leave. That's what we did. I remember Max, was it Max who ripped open the hole in the tree?
Yeah.
We made a portal out of here.
Maybe.
There was some question about where we would end up. We combined our efforts and we got everybody out. Wait. That Wynne went missing. Now I remember. It's all coming back to me.
Oh, no.
As we're all jumping through the portal, I think Wynne got dragged off somewhere else. While the rest of us kind of ended up back in the woods when we started. Luckily, about the same time we left, and not 5 years future or something.
Which there was a small possibility of.
Oh, I see. This is my recap too, y'all.
Well, you're missing. We don't know where you're at right now. Surprise. And then we got everybody home.
Corny
I was
had also tried to save Wynne, and came face to face with his wife.
Who's dead?
Yeah. So that was a great experience for him. But sorry for cutting in there. You were visited, you said?
Yeah, I was visited with a new case. How did I pronounce her again? It was like Celino Desi?
Yeah, Celino Adesi.
And she feels she's being framed for murder. So I'm going to be looking into that. I'm excited to see where it goes.
Corny is currently grappling with a lot.
I can imagine.
Though it does kind of explain why he was never really able to feel grief.
But as we begin our session, I think you guys had searched around as much as you could, but there would been no trace of Wynne. After a few days of searching, you tried to get in contact with Violet, if not for any leads on Wynne, just to tie off the ends of your deal, and you got a reply back essentially saying that she'll get in contact with you in a little bit.
I remind her to bring her payment when she comes to us, because I did complete a task for her.
And I think we'll cut to Wynne. In the final moments of everyone's escape, you had... So what had happened with you? You struggling to keep the bridge open between the chasm, over the chasm, drained you a lot. And then, but you managed to help get all the people out of the sarcophagus who had been trapped in a similar dreamlike state that you had been in. A perfect world of the Dream Eater's creation. So some of them were reluctant to return, but you were able to convince them. Or I think it was Corny who gave the speech for them all to go back. Corny or Clifford, I forget which.
I encouraged
Corny.
Yeah, Clifford encouraged me, and I think I did okay. I think I did decent.
Teamwork.
Scroll up. I did do a charm roll of 7. I assume that was it.
And then Max had tried to use his own powers to rip a literal hole from this reality to another, gathering the power of everyone's force of will. And you helped coax him through the crafting of this spell and kind of giving him subtle instructions on how to bend reality to your desire. At the cost of just a little pain. But the hole was opened. Everyone tried to jump through, and as you were jumping through, something pulled you back.
Oh. Okay.
Corny desperately reached out, but this with the specter next to you, you see Corny look past you and at it, and you notice him see it for the first time. And as he reaches out for you, it's just he lost all intent, would you say, Corny?
Yeah, I froze.
You went into shock, kind of.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And he
I don't blame you.
fell through the portal, you not able to grasp his hand, and you got yanked back through.
Cool. This sucks.
As you sit on the ground of the Faire realm, a cold breeze drifts over you, and you hear the flutter of like insect wings, and you notice a being approaching you, flying down and approaching you from the sky. Bipedal, insectoid-like creature, all white with wings. and it lands on the ground fairly close to you. And yeah,
Sorry, continue.
it kind of tilts its head and you hear a noise coming out of its mouth, and it's like you don't understand what it says, but then it adjusts, and then you hear in your head, "Who are you?"
Is this insectoid larger than me or around the same size?
This is about 8 to 9 feet tall.
Okay. Cool. And I'm sitting on the grass when they approach,
Um,
or am I standing?
I imagine you fell to the ground as you got shunted through, but you're able to stand up if you wish.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to like stand up and look around and like just see if there's anything else quickly around me before I focus my attention on this. I try to sense any energy of like negative energy coming from them. I would say it would probably be the tune in roll if I could. I don't know if it says to a monster or minion. You're saying it's a different species.
That would qualify. What does tune in say?
So I can roll and I can attune them. Sorry, you can go ahead and read.
Monster, minion, roll on a myth. This, the monster becomes aware of you, then you're cold. Okay. Yeah.
I'm just thinking as like a vibe check to see if it's planning on attacking me.
Yeah.
The answer, or if I can like talk, if that's okay.
Yeah, go ahead. As you kind of go into this psychic connection with your own abilities.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm basically, I'm going to kind of like do this like quick, like, and it's going to be the quickest second where like they can't really tell I'm taking this pause to do a vibe. I'm calling it a vibe check, but she's like going to kind of just.
Sounds a vibe check.
Yeah. We're just doing a little vibe check. Got to make sure she's protecting herself. Mixed success. So I get 1. And I'm basically just wanting to know, like, who does it regard as its biggest threat?
Who does it regard as its biggest threat? That's an interesting question.
I know what I'm doing.
Because there's a biggest threat in a specific situation, or there's a biggest threat as just a general thing. So, I'd say you get the sense that you look for a thing that this thing considers threatening within its mind, and you don't necessarily sense yourself. It senses you as more a question mark right now, unsure. It's considering you as a threat because of unknown factors, but you sense that it considers other things to be a much bigger threat. You see a person sitting on a throne in a sort of sanctum made of trees and of enchanted forest, wearing a crown, and the warriors that they lead. Things that you can't, that are hard for you to actually gather context for, but it seems that what it considers the biggest threat is well beyond you, and you're just a question mark at the moment.
Okay. That answers what I needed to know. Wynne's going to kind of look at the creature and telepathically, to match the language, send to them, "Greetings, I'm Wynne. Can you tell me where exactly I am? I was trying to get back. I think I got lost."
It sort of creaks its head. It's like you stand at the foot of the unseelie quartz land, and you say you trying to get home. Where do you hail from? You do not smell of fairy or the mortal plane.
"I am complicated," she says back to him, with a little like smirk, recognizing. "I do belong in the mortal plane, though."
You smell of shadow.
"Yeah, something that haunts me. Please understand, I do mean no harm, though. Just because the shadows accompany me doesn't mean that they're a bad thing." And she glances at him and just in the sense of, she kind of just like does like a little shrug of like, "Can't help what you're born with," kind of thing. "Do you have the shadows visit you here?"
As you mentioned that, playing off your other thing of seeking further threat, I'd say if you're keeping this connection, you'd also get a sense of, when you mentioned getting shadows here, you see a land completely like the opposite of where you currently stand, a land of desolate shadow and decay. Where no life seems to muster. And the creature says, "The shadows dare not visit here."
Is this a place I would have recognized? Based on my upbringing being like worshiping the shadows and like the cultist?
What? I feel like this should be a roll of some kind to see.
Okay. Could be investigate.
It runs along the lines of either investigate or maybe just a straight sharp or weird roll.
Okay. What would you like? I'm just okay if I have anything else.
Yeah, unless you have something. To be hex the site. Hunches.
Yeah.
No.
Not really. But you just do a sharp roll if you want, almost like how a history check would be in other games.
Yeah.
If that works. Success.
Okay. So you, in your studies, there had been talk of worlds beyond yours, worlds beyond ours. Yeah, Ichabod just had to step away for a second. But you studied worlds beyond ours. Was all sorts of mentions of like it's hard to tell like what's just myth and what's you now know to actually be true, but there was talks of heaven, hell, the land of fairy, and also some mentions of the shadow realm, which is kind of was always mentioned as the opposition to the land of fairy, which is they have sort of a life and death balance. One cannot exist without the other. But they don't blend well. And
So
with this mention, you kind of realize that them saying you smell of shadow might have something to do with why your powers act weird here in this land of life.
that makes sense. So with me coming to the realization of this, do I feel any other like physical attributes for the fact that like I'm in the Fey world and the shadows are like the opposite? Like any weakness or anything, or do I feel pretty normal? Like besides the powers thing.
I think you having this realization might not shift how you currently feel, but it may make you understand why you currently have been feeling off since you got here.
Okay, that makes sense. That's what I mean. Like, because like I feel like my character has just been kind of like, oh, this is a weird place, not the most comfortable.
Yeah. There's been a constant sense of discomfort, and your magic has been acting odd, but coming at more of a cost, you felt, but so far you've been managing, but you have the realization that this might be why.
So as I'm having this like realization, I understand the fact that it's probably best for me to leave this place as quickly as I can. So I turn back to the person. Can you tell me your name? Insect one. We'll say.
I am High Bearer Treon, General of the Unseelie Court.
General, that's quite the title there, I bear. I need to know, is there a way for me to leave this place and go back to the mortal world? My friends have left me. I need to get home.
It looks at you, and then it looks back over its shoulder at the battle that had just occurred. The Dream Eater on the ground over a massive ritual that had just been about to take place. And it looks back to you, it's like, did you have a hand in this?
Is it a good thing or a bad thing if I did? She's gonna ask wearily, feigning innocence.
Was she in? She looks and says, this member of the Unseelie did not have permission to commence with this ritual. We'll be doing an investigation into it, but as it stands, it seems on the verge of treasonous for its actions.
Wynne's gonna nod and be like, "Yep, that's what we thought too. We were just here to save our some locals that were missing, and this is where the trail ended up. So, yeah, you could say we had a bit of a part to play here, but." And she looks around again. Honestly, this place is interesting, though. I almost got trapped here before. That Dream Eater really tried to get the best of us. And then she's gonna kind of put her hands in her pockets and do a little shrug and go. But anyways, if you're the general, does that mean that you're a part of the court?
It does.
Does that mean that I could speak to someone in the royal area or kingdom that would be able to help me get home?
Let's see. I guess manipulate someone technically doesn't work on monsters, but this is a weird scenario.
I could, there was something with hang on a second here. Telepathy is technically kind of what I'm doing right now, but it says you can also manipulate someone without speaking. But
yeah, give me. They're not. You can get a sense of they don't. The sense of they don't want you here, because of the whole thing with Shadow, but there's also a sense of intrigue that they'd want to find out how you exist. So
okay.
Let's get using your telepathy of manipulate someone roll, but since you did admit to helping with the Dream Eater, you can have +1
Sweet.
to this.
Thanks. Success.
Hey.
You're on a roll.
That's good rolls. Probably gonna end really badly.
So yeah, they'll do it fix the Kalish. They say there's no need for that. I can send you back, but we'll be keeping an eye on you.
I'll be around. Just please don't intrude too much. I need privacy.
And you see them snap their fingers and vines start to grow out of the ground around you and swarm up around you. Might be panic inducing because they do start latching onto your limbs and arms and dragging you into the ground as you
She ain't a band. That.
start become restrained and sink into the ground. And you just see this creature and just kind of give a nod to you as its wings expand and it starts to fly over to the scene where the Dream Eater had fallen.
Just before they get out of the earshot, can I yell something at him?
Yeah.
Wait, how will I be able to get in touch with you again? If I can. Or is this the goodbye forever?
Will contact you.
Fair. And then she's gonna be like screaming, like she's like freaking out a little bit though. So when she yells that, she like had paused for a sec, had like the logical moment, and then she goes back to like the screaming. So now she's like, ah.
Vines wrapping around you, restraining you. Your arms become immobile, and you feel yourself sinking into the earth. For you don't know how long until there becomes a moment where you can suddenly move your limbs again, and you realize that you desperately need air, and you push up and you break through the surface of some underbrush not too far from where you had entered the Fae realm in the first place. But it's currently night. And you don't really know exactly what time it is.
Okay. Do I see anything around me that is familiar?
You'd recognize yourself as being in the same wooded area that you had entered, but just like a little bit away from it.
Okay.
Like just not quite the exact same spot where you entered.
Okay. I would get up and brush myself off. I would make sure I have my bag and everything I needed in it. And then I would probably start looking around to look for any sort of sign of how to get out of the brushed area, like especially if it's nighttime. I know that we went to like a foresty spot, so I don't want to get lost in the forest, but I'm hoping I can see some sort of like city light or street light on the edge that I can follow.
Yeah, it doesn't take you too long. It's not a huge wooded area, so
Okay.
you're able to break the tree line soon and find the main road that will take you back in the direction of your home.
Okay. I would start heading that way and probably exhausted at this point because I used a lot of magic in the fight and stuff. So I'm just like thinking to myself, I need my bed right now. And I will figure out how to connect with everyone in the morning to tell them I'm okay.
Yeah.
So that's where I would head. So I don't know how far my house is, but I'd probably just start like almost like a zombie, you know, when you're like so exhausted that you're just like destination. Like that's where my brain's at right now.
Yeah.
So I would just be doing that.
You start making your way back to your home. I can drop your token back on the map. Everyone's in the city right now, yeah. Okay.
Because I assume I wouldn't run into them on my way back if I'm just walking out the main road, right? Because I don't know where they ended up.
Yeah, not likely.
Okay. Yeah, then that's what I would probably do. Because I don't know how long it's been since, like, I don't know if there's time distortion. I don't understand, like,
Oh, yeah.
really
So
anything.
make a, I think it was a sharp roll.
A sharp roll?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh!
Yeah, look at you different today.
Okay, Wynne doesn't get to make any more rolls because it cannot go this well.
What was that about a sharp roll?
As you come out of the wooded area, you feel your memories of this place start to distort, but you manage to bring it back and collect yourself. And you manage to keep all memories of your encounters in the Faire realm.
Sweet. I'm really satisfied with that. I'm like, oh, look at that mental intellect. Like, Wynn's like feeling it. She's exhausted, but she's really proud of herself.
And this is what coaches talk about when they work you to exhaustion. Like,
Yeah.
when it becomes second nature, it just happens.
You good? So yeah, so I guess I would like head back to my apartment and go and crash, waiting for a morning.
Yeah. So as night turns to morning, we'll cut to Corny. When do you usually go to your contact spot with Violet? When you normally check that out?
I thought you said she would be in contact with me. I can go to my contact spot. That's fine. I'm just clarifying.
I'd say her last message would say to come back here in a few days.
Okay. And just knowing how she normally works and her being Fae, like a few days is open to interpretation. So I'm going to spend those few days sitting at the spot to everyone around me, looking like I'm talking to my whiskey, but trying to talk to my supernatural companion, also my ex-wife, or not ex-wife, dead wife, sorry. But Corny still doesn't have a connection to that area yet. He has a supernatural guide, but he can't see her. So he's talking to her, like, hoping that she's there, but not getting any responses, and just looking like a crazy person, like an old drunkard just talking to his whiskey. And then after, like, 4 or 5 days, because time doesn't matter to the Fae, and he knows that, And after he's had a sufficient amount of time to wait for a response, Corny's going to reach out to the group first, Max and Clifford, and then try to contact Wynne again, just out of habit. We haven't heard back from her, but we've lost her before, and maybe we'll have some information on where she is. So I'm just going to call everybody's contact that I have, which I don't know. Max, do you have a cell or a way I can contact you via phone?
Max, did we lose him?
No, he's here. He's thinking.
Is he?
It looks like it.
Are you there, Max?
Max.
I don't think he is.
Hang on a sec. Let's do a post to. Max. Max.
I guess I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah. Okay. We can hear you.
Whoopsies.
DC and Reese.
It's
Oh,
fine.
that's going to mess everything.
Once he rejoins, it'll fix it. It's fine.
Oh,
Once he turns his camera back on, it'll fix it.
Okay. I hear people now.
hey, just need camera back on.
Oh, God.
All right.
It's coming.
Okay.
It's coming. There we go.
There we go.
So,
All right, you
what was
hear
the
some-
last thing you heard?
I remember when he was talking to like a bug creature,
All right.
and when talking to a bug creature, and then she got dragged into the earth.
Okay.
Yeah, it turned into a hentai for a minute.
Okay.
What? Did I say something? All right. So then Wynne made it back to her apartment. We switched to me. I've been
Okay.
talking to my whiskey, to those
Okay.
who can see me, but I'm really trying to talk to my dead wife.
Okay.
Waiting for a response before I go to connect with the Fae, because I need to go talk to our contact. I always forget her name.
Violet.
Violet.
Violet Evergarden is what I think her last name is. And we
I mean, that's fantastic, and I'm stealing it.
perfect. Love it here. So then I I didn't hear you.
No, it's fine. I got it then. It took a sec. I got it now.
Okay. So I'm going to reach out to the group first before I go, and I was asking you if I have a way of contacting you, because I'm not sure. Do you have a cell phone, or do I have a way to contact you?
All right. So I'm assuming I'm with you then.
No. I'm
No.
I'm asking your player if I already have a way to contact you, because I don't know that off the top.
Because cell phones are not common, but
Yeah.
I have one, but I don't know if anybody else does, and I'm just
Right.
or do I call your work, or do I call your home phone, or how does this work?
Yeah. Max. I can remember Max isn't techy at all.
Yeah, because most tech breaks when you touch it.
Yeah.
you'd probably like often have
Would it be out of the ordinary to say go to the landline?
it wouldn't be out of the ordinary. Landlines are especially they're often not digital, so you could
Yeah,
have
you've got a rotary.
yeah.
That's good.
I actually love the idea of Max having a rotary and not knowing that that's still out of date.
Oh, and it's got scratch marks all over it.
Yeah. Well, you can't see any of the numbers anymore.
I'm fine with that. Yeah. Okay. And all that's rotary phone. Let's do it.
Max can't make calls with it because he can't see the numbers, but he can answer it.
Perfect. I love it here. So you hear this obnoxious bell sound as I call Max.
Hello.
Oh, hey, buddy. I was thinking of going to meet up with our acquaintance Violet. Would you want to ride along?
I'm just thinking. I take a deep breath inwards because I'm just not the Siri again.
Yes, the ferry, but not the farewell.
No.
Oh, you're just thinking that. Okay.
Yeah, I was already thinking about it though. Yeah. So. Yeah. I said. Okay. Okay. Fine.
All right. I'll swing by. And then see you soon. All right. Hear it. Then I reach out to Clifford Ooh, I'm sure there's a way to contact, even if it's just leaving a message.
I'm sure you'd have an office phone.
I have a cell phone.
Oh yeah, you have like the old like brick cell phone, right?
Little Nokia.
Oh, indestructible. All right, so I ring you up.
It takes me 2 minutes, the few seconds to answer, as I kind of like rummage through all my messy apartment, my messy office.
I'm thinking it's
Stories.
set to some old song as a playback tune somehow. So I'm just sitting there like,
No. It's way too complicated to actually change ringtone.
yeah,
Just the default ringtone.
Like,
I was hoping you inherited it. All right, so default ringtone, and God, I can't recall. It's been so long since I called the school Motorola Nokia.
like minute.
Oh yeah,
Oh no, core memory unlocked.
yeah. We're all gonna be thinking about that later.
Ding. Okay, yep. I'm sitting there listening to that like, oh my God. No, not again.
Hey, it's better than the dial-up tone.
Yeah, that is forever in my brain.
I'll pick up the phone. This is Clifford.
Hey, Clifford, bud. Corny.
Corny, how's it doing?
It's doing. We're thinking of going to meet up with our contact from the Fey realm to get payment for handling that creature that we handled. You know, the one I held off all those red caps while you guys fought it.
Hey, I didn't know there was payment involved and all that.
Oh, well, in that case, never mind. Click.
I didn't say anything about pirate. Go on.
I'm just gonna I'm gonna hit redial this, call him right back.
This is Corny.
Corny, you can it? You have contacts with the Bay Wild, that strange place we were in before.
Oh yeah, she's from the other side of it, you know, the good part. But yeah, Violet. Wouldn't call it. It's a contact and acquaintance. Yeah.
A contact and equate.
Yeah.
Well, I don't care about the payment. I just want to know all the trouble you're getting yourself into.
Oh, trouble. Yeah, you're right. Well, I mean, thankfully, the deal's already done, so now we're just getting the good part of it, right? We already did the trouble part.
All right. Well, I'm currently working on a new case, but seeing how this Feywild stuff seems to extend it to anything it wants to, I get to be amiss to not at least keep track of it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, you doing what you do, it couldn't hurt to have more contacts, right?
That is true. That is true.
Perfect. So we'll collect the reward, and then we'll just have you take over as being the intermediary.
Me?
Yeah. I mean, you're the one that uses contacts, needs contacts. I mean, it makes sense. Just trust me.
Corny just wants to pay off his back.
Fine.
Perfect. All right. Where's your office located? We can swing by and pick you up. I'll have my driver bring us over.
Hey, I'll give him the address.
All right.
I'm not too far from you. I'm just
Just a hop, a skip, and a jiggle.
It's just down the road. 15 miles down.
I really
the
hope. Oh, I really hope Max isn't where his token is.
What? I'm in the middle of the water.
You were just a second ago. Somebody must have moved you. All right. I would like to now try Wynne and hope she picks up.
So is this after I had returned?
This is the morning after you returned.
Okay. I'm going to be awake but feeling hungover AF. So I'm going to hear the phone, and I have just a home phone. So I'm gonna like stumble to it. I'm gonna like stumble over some clothes or something that are on the ground, and I'm gonna like go like, "Hello."
Oh, Wynne, sounding as haggard as ever. How you feeling?
Hi. Who is this?
Oh, Corny, your old friend.
Oh, hey. Y'all left me.
As you recall, I froze. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah. It's fine. I'm back. What's up?
Well, first off, glad you're back. It's been a couple days. You okay?
Yeah, I just got a headache that's like next level. I don't know. Some insect dude brought me back, and I landed hard.
Well, all right.
But
Strange.
what's-
But I guess we did start the last. We started this whole thing going into the Faire realm with you kind of having a hangover anyway. So
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have my meds anymore, and things are just getting to be a bit much. And she's gonna like sigh like the biggest sigh in the world. And it's like she has like a cloud over her head, and then she's just gonna like see her coffee that would finish brewing, and as she's on the phone, she's reaching for it, and then she starts to like have a sip, and you can just right away hear her voice like change. Like the second she has a sip, it's like those moments in anime where it's like they hit it and the light, and it does like that moment of like, yeah. So, and then she like perks up the tiniest bit. She's like, "So, what's the plan? Do we all need to reconvene here? We beat the Dream Eater."
we did. You're back. I'm not sure how the others are going to react. I'm kind of becoming just numb. You just disappear and then you come back. You're hungover. Then you're fine. I don't. You up for a ride? We're going to go see Violet.
She looks around her room and she sees like the odd like spiritual energy, because again, she's not medicated anymore, and the more that she uses her magic, the more it kind of consumes her, and she kind of gets connected to the shadow world. So she's starting to see like shadows. She's starting to see just people around, and she's just feeling like, again, hangover. She goes, "Yeah, I need a change of scenery anyways." And then she drinks more coffee and she goes, "How long do I have?"
Beep, beep.
Is Wynne right next to me, or is she the furthest? Wynne is right next to me. You're probably the first person I pick up.
Like already outside the apartment.
Okay.
I haven't left yet, but
Okay.
it's going to take me maybe 5 minutes once I leave. So
How long
5
did-
minutes, unless you need some more time, I can go pick somebody else up first.
No. 5 minutes is good. I'll see you out there. And then she like hangs up without saying anything. And then she's like rummaging to go and get like an old like black t-shirt and some jeans, and she's just like slipping them on.
Okay, and as you're hanging up, you kind of hear me start to say something else, but you're already mid hang up. So.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess it's time to head out. I just got to verify because it's been a while. I think it's Mikey that's the driver.
I was looking.
Danny. It's Danny. Okay.
Where are the lists of
The drive.
people?
There. You got to scroll down to my crew under Crooked. It's annoying. But Danny O, driver, Mikey V, Sneak, Henry, Muscle. So, hey, Danny. We're going to head out. You good to drive?
Right. Say, I just found it. Here we go. I need to write like descriptors for each of these people.
Mikey V is very jittery and wiry. Henry is short but muscly, and Danny O is tall and just kind of average. But dark hair for Danny, blonde for Mikey, and blonde for Henry.
I'll write that down. But Danny, do you and all, yeah, he'd be in the back room, and because I'm assuming do you guys all, do you hang out at the spot? Do you guys help with the operation of the spot?
No, we don't help with the operation of the spot, but we do hang out there and kind of act as impromptu bouncers if it's needed. Otherwise, we live close by, and it's just kind of an understanding we have with the owner. This is like our local spot where when the mafia hangs out at a certain restaurant, they don't help with running the restaurant, but if anything ever comes up, there's kind of an understanding.
But you guys probably have like a back room too that you have private access to and stuff.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. So he comes out from the back room and is like, yeah, I'm good to go.
All right.
Where are we heading?
Well, we're going to pick up the gang and then we're heading across the river.
And who's the gang now this time?
Well, you've met him, the guy that wears the long coat, sometimes looks scary. And then there's the one that's kind of always a little tired or hungover, but can make really weird shit happen. And then there's a new guy, kind of an old hat, but he's been around the block and he knows a thing or two. I'll give you the directions.
Sounds good. And he gets into the car, gets it going. Now that the repairs have been done.
Fucking right. Note to self: don't let anybody experiment with the car.
You guys go round up everyone and head towards where you've been instructed to meet up with Violet.
We pull up to the bridge. Do I recognize the guards from the last time?
What are the odds that the same guards?
It's a 9 to 5 job usually.
Yeah, but they might do shift work, and it might not be the same like day that they're working.
I mean, day shift and night shift is pretty standard, but it could be a weekend. I'll give you that. 4 on, 4 off, like nurses.
Do we even know what day it is?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, because like Wynne ain't paying attention at this point. I don't even think she has her job anymore at this point. Like,
I'm sure.
when's the last time she's actually been to work?
That's
like,
a good question, Max. Have you been covering for Wynne?
Oh, keep in mind, I think I've been gone as long as she has.
No, you haven't. You got back the same day. She's been gone for 5 days.
Oh, then yes.
Yeah.
okay.
I gotta say, yeah, I'm looking up the excuses for her.
Okay, I'm
Max
in.
and Clifford would know what day it is. Corny's been talking to his whiskey. He has no idea.
Right. Wynne and Corny are just a little out there.
But Max, I'm going to need to know exactly what excuses you've been giving for Wynne's absence. You can think on that for a few minutes, but like,
Sure.
I need a full list of what Max's excuses. Max specifically, what his excuses would be for missing work.
All right, turn my brain off, turn my brain off, turn my brain off.
Oh, he's got this, guys.
And as one extra kicker, I would love to know if you communicate these excuses to Wynne so she is aware when she's going back to work.
Fun.
So I don't know if there's a role or something we can do to like have the odds of that happening, of the communication. But we should play that out
completely
later.
on you guys.
Okay.
But for now, I'm going to roll 2d6 for whether both guards, one guard, or neither of the guards are the same.
We should still have the counterfeit papers we used last time, right? And is that good or bad? Two sixes. Oh, you know.
Dang.
That's great. That's a perfect score.
That's good, right? It's good for us.
I will say a full success would be in your favor,
Yes.
especially on a double 6. I'm never rolling that again.
This has been a good luck day so far. We're about to be doomed.
I'm gonna turn to Max and say, All right, it's the same guys from last time. Just act above them and make sure they know you remember them.
Try to remember what happened last time. I did a thing. I did a thing with my eyes.
Yeah, I almost failed everything, and then you saved us with a fucking manipulator, whatever your ability is.
Yeah, you used your the ability that I hate so much. What is it? Not unholy strength. Mental dominion.
Yeah,
The do what I say, not what I do ability.
exactly. I am the living embodiment of hypocrisy.
Love it here.
So we're crossing over the bridge right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're on our side of the bridge and we're about to cross, yeah.
Is that the other side of the bridge, like the rich side of town?
We're right, yes. It is. I can't move the car, but this is where we are at Corny.
So most people live on the southern side. The northern side has both military compound where a lot of the Polaris guards work, or not work, they stay, and where all their, although the Polaris HQ is in the center of the southern side of town, that's that big thing in the center surrounded by green. The other side of the bridge is where a lot of the stuff is developed, where a lot of their stuff gets specially imported to. On the most eastern side of the map. The northern side has a lot of the high-end, where a lot of the high-end people live. And oh yeah, let me switch that up.
But
Yeah, sorry. So
Good.
this area here is where the a lot of the development and the guard for the, not sort of military, but the Polaris Guards compound is, and then close to, like, I say these sort of areas is probably where the high-end people live. So it's kind of central, close to the guards compound.
Okay. And is traffic across this bridge like heavily regulated or just kind of like somewhat?
It's just kind of
Kind of keeping out riffraff kind of.
yeah, it's sort of just
we had to have a pass to get across.
yeah, it's like
Could I just have a pass to get across?
yeah, the passes aren't like they're, you have to have reason for getting past, but it's not like it's impossible for just for people to get one. You just have to have like delivery people get passes, media people can get passes, people like with reason for going across regularly can get access. It's mainly just to keep regulation on who goes across.
Yeah, last time
Okay.
we did a counterfeit pass because there was a wait time and we needed to get across.
Yeah.
Taking the pass. So we
Okay.
used as the Polaris employees, like high ups in Polaris, and then I failed on my convincing them, but thankfully Max is a monster.
Literally.
Yep. So that's why, and generally, I mean, I probably could have planned ahead for this one, but I was talking to whiskey, so
Still drunk.
Okay. Would I papers to get across? Just in my line of work.
Yeah, it would make sense for you.
Even if possible to get, I'm sure I would
Yeah,
eventually have to get a.
it would make sense that you'd have as a registered private investigator, you'd have a pass for getting across. And I should have written down, what did Max, do you remember what Max said to the guard last time?
No, the word.
It wasn't anything like, it was just, we are Polaris and like we are high up and you should let us across or we'll let your boss. It was something along those lines.
Well, I also remember like convincing you to give us the passes too. So
Oh shit. So we actually have passes.
yeah,
I forgot about that part.
the two of us still have passes, but the other two we kind of have to like do the thing again.
Well, we might be able to just use our passes
Yeah.
and say they're with us.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, since this was a full success, you guys with the passes are able to just, they do just wave you by as you like flash it up, and there's a recognition from the one who was manipulated. He's like, yep, good.
I make a point of making eye contact with the other one just to try to kind of build that recognition. Like, not intimidatingly, just like trying to really have him see me.
Yeah. And without too much issue, you get across to and get through the northern part of the city and make your way. As before, you can't drive right into the wooded area here, but you're able. There's a place to park that you can make your way through the woods, through trails and whatnot.
Yeah. As we kind of get into the area, I'm going to look over to Wynne and how's it feel to be on the rich side of things?
Familiar, she says casually as she continues on.
He's like, damn, okay. Didn't know it was like that.
It's not a good familiar.
Fair enough.
And she's going to turn to everyone and be like, so give me a quick catch up here. We're meeting Violet because, and I haven't missed anything else, right?
Not really, no. And you remember, well, I don't know that you know that my contact is the one that came into the coffee shop. I don't think you were ever informed of that.
Right.
No.
So
But,
Has Wynne met
I was going to say,
Violet?
so you can explain.
well, yes, because
Yeah, I did meet,
Yeah.
Yeah, I did meet Violet. Just checking for something. Yeah, no, it just says that I know fairy friend is all it says. So I only know her as like Corny's fairy friend.
yeah.
And at this point, like she's so disassociated with what's normal and what's not because of what's going on with her. She's just like kind of accepting everything as is at this point until something shakes her out of it.
Oh, I'm playing this game as PTSD ADHD version. So yeah, everything is
Yeah, exactly.
it's terrible.
Yeah. Coping.
Yep.
So she's just gonna be like, yeah, so what are we doing here?
Well, you recall the part where you disappeared for 5 days, even, in the Fey realm after we dealt with the problem?
Yeah, does everyone know that? Remember that?
Yeah.
I vaguely remember.
Yeah, Wynne,
A bit hazy for me.
Wynne and Corny have full recollection of everything that happened. Clifford is
Okay.
a little fuzzy on specific details, but has a general understanding of what happened. Max doesn't remember the Fey realm.
I failed everything. It's great.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, our buddy here got us out and did a lot of things in there, but he has no idea what happened. But thankfully, he just kind of goes along with things. So
Okay.
Talking about Max like he's not there. Sitting in the car beside you.
yeah, like I'm literally my hand's on his shoulder while I'm saying this.
Just get
Do I see Corny's spirit friend around him? Oh,
I mean, she 100% there.
I
Yeah.
am there. Hi. Did you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. It's frozen. Sorry.
Oh. What is
I think I'm back.
Okay.
Maybe.
But yeah,
Yeah, I was asking, do I see Corny's spirit person, his dead wife
yeah.
around him?
She would be there.
Okay. I'm just gonna make note because I saw her when that all happened on the portal, right?
Yeah.
Okay. See her, I mean. Okay. And I'm gonna like look at Corny and go, I know we have business to attend to, but we need to talk about some things.
Yeah, I was gonna have that conversation with you. Just was busy doing other things.
Well, and to be fair, I was left behind, so
I tried.
and what does his wife look like right now? Like, how is she being right now?
Let me.
Like, is she okay with me talking about it, or does she want me to be quiet?
Did you want to see what she looked like?
Yeah.
Just saying, she's fine as hell.
I could see that.
I wonder if this. What happens if I hit show players for this?
That shows it to everyone, I think.
Did that show for everyone? It didn't show on my roll.
Showed for me.
I don't know what we're looking at.
Okay, it only showed for me. It's all right. I can open. Well,
It's okay. It's less about what she looks like and more her mannerisms is what I mean. Like, how is she behaving right now around him? Oh, I see it now.
I just shot the
Okay,
token.
cool.
Okay, I was just gonna print screen it to her because
How's
Hi. Okay.
Just so everyone can see.
Yeah. So is she okay? Because in the past, I'm pretty sure she didn't want me to like tell him really too much. Like, so is she okay with like me talking to him about this?
So
Hopefully that pops up for you. But
there's. This is interesting.
And I'm asking the weird questions today. I'm in a mood. Making you think.
With her specifically, and the events that just happened, because the bond between her and Corny when trying to help you wasn't hurt, but there was tension put on it.
yeah, I forgot we had a bond abuse.
Yeah. There wasn't any negative repercussions to it, but like there was tension put on the bond.
Okay.
So I feel like she's not giving you much to read, but you do get a sense of sort of negative, lack of a better word, vibes towards you.
Okay. I'm going to pay close mind to that when Wynne sees like the reaction and be like, make note to herself on how careful she is with it. But she did make note that they're going to talk about it.
Yeah.
And then she continues on into the clearing or wherever we're going.
Yeah, so it's not actively hostile, but there is like a
concern.
yeah.
Yeah, I get that. Cool. Also, Wynne's totally like rocking like 2 coffees, 1 in each hand. She's self-medicating hard now. And every time she has more,
Sorry, I just want to check in. She's wearing like just day old jeans and a probably overwashed black t-shirt.
yeah.
Oh my god, Ichabod is totally it. And Corny only has eyes for one woman, but Ichabod is totally it.
You know the vibe, right? Like oversized. I probably have big
Oh my God.
sunglasses that are like up in my off my head, like so you can see my eyes and stuff, and like
Yeah.
pull back in a messy ponytail.
100% gonna be mean to me. Yeah,
Probably,
no, bet.
probably combat boots, you know,
Yeah.
like the rough ones, like
Yeah, Ichabod already signed the waiver.
Well, Wynne's a character. She's pretty crazy. I don't think you want that. Anyways,
Track record.
hey,
My track record is what I'm saying. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh dear God, Max.
What?
Yeah. Hey, Wynne, go check your Discord. I gave you the excuses.
Oh,
I think they're mess class.
oh my God, I love this. Oh my God, this is gonna be great.
oh lordy.
Thank you for that, Max.
You're welcome. I did 5, 1 for each day.
Wow, I'm excited for the conversation with my boss when I get back.
Well, did he tell you?
That's the second part. Do I know of these yet?
Um,
Because it could go great either way.
yeah. I don't think we've had that conversation yet. I just have them prepared.
Yes. I mean, it's cool. It's cool. Everything's fine.
I'll keep that on your side, Max, that like when the time comes and there's a break in the conversation, if you can pull me aside to be like, hey, I have the heads up before I make it to the coffee shop.
Okay.
All right, everyone. We're here. The Fae are in front of us. I just need to kind of impress on all of you. Don't make promises, don't make deals, and don't take anything from them. It doesn't end.
Wynne nods and like waves her hand. Yeah.
You
Kind of
know,
used to this.
Wynne? Yeah, okay, well, fair. You might be used to it. All right, never mind. I was going to say don't wave it off, but yeah, no. Yeah, that makes sense. Next.
You're talking to a witch and a devil.
Yeah, right. Max, you were good last time. It's fine. Just do what you did last time. Clifford, this is all new to you.
Make anything, don't make deals.
Don't panic.
Why were you coming here at all?
Because we're getting paid, and like I said, it doesn't.
Take it something.
Sir, it's already started. I can't stop it now. I told you it doesn't end. It doesn't end ever. She keeps showing up. All right, everyone. Now, sir. I get it. You're right. But also, if we didn't, it's worse.
I'll take your word on it.
So, all right.
So you guys enter the woods and travel into the trees until you come across a perfectly spherical lake within the trees.
So is the water above ground?
Huh? What?
I mean, if it's a sphere.
Cheating.
Circular.
Sorry.
God damn it.
I was just envisioning it actually being like a fucking sphere. That would have been cool.
Could be the portal.
Perfectly circular lake.
Awesome. All right.
And as you approach, do you say anything, Corny?
Do I see anyone around the lake? Need me to make a check of some kind?
You
I could make a sharp check.
just give me
Be careful what you wish for.
a second.
Look, I'm trying to get experience, Wynne. Mind your business.
Sips her coffee, minds her business. It's to the back of the line more so. Totally fine with that offer.
They'd be there waiting. You see, as you approach, before you really see them, you get the whiff of cinnamon filling this area. Very strong scent.
I turned to Clifford. You smell that, Clifford?
It smells like cinnamon.
Yeah. For no reason. There's no cinnamon around.
Wynne's gonna sneeze. She finds it peppery.
And then I point over to the little lady in a dress with grass-stained feet. Yeah, that's her. Don't know why it happens, but every time, cinnamon. We were in the sewers. Cinnamon.
That is quite strange. Well, that's a good thing to know, though. She can't sneak up on us.
Oh,
And
we smell it every time we see her. Sometimes she can't sneak up. Just put that thought out of your head. That's a mistake.
and Corny does gesture to a young girl in a white dress with a sort of tiara of flower around her head. By her side, a stout little man with a gnomish-like features, long pointy ears, white beard, and a red hat that comes to a point.
But a red hat that comes to a point, like those things we saw.
Yeah.
I gotta reach for my kind of my gun just for like a half moment when I see the thing. But I don't quite remember what it is because I don't remember everything that happened very wild.
Do I see him reaching for the gun?
So I just feel slightly threatened by whatever that is, but I don't know exactly where I saw it last.
Does Clifford try to hide this motion, or would it be apparent to Corny?
It'd be apparent, but it's only like a half motion. I just kind of like in my hip and it kind of like ease off.
I'm just gonna. I get it. Those things are dangerous, but it's guarding.
I think I remember seeing it somewhere before.
Oh yeah, we definitely.
It doesn't give me the best feelings.
Yeah, we fought a lot of those. They tried to kill us.
That would explain it.
Yeah. But this one isn't trying to kill us yet.
Yeah.
You do notice, like, it has a constant, like, scowl of angry look on it. Just, like, constantly, this and, like, teeth clenched, but isn't actively attacking you, so.
Yeah. It's, it's serving Violet. Nope, I'm not going to say harmless. It's not attacking. Yeah. But good instincts. Keep those on standby.
Well, I got at this age.
Yeah, fair enough. In this world, it's rare to see someone your age. Good work.
I'll take that as a compliment.
It was meant that way. Violet, how you doing?
Um, Violet kind of, as she turns, says, "Hello, Cornelius.
How many times? It's Corny.
Thank
Told you
you
this.
for your helpful service. Sorry this took so long to acquire. I noticed your struggles as things got dangerous, so I hope this helps with your desire." And she passes you. She walks up and hands you a box, a long, sort of trunk made with like fine wood, made out of fine wood with like gold detailing in lace like covered around it, and she passes it over to you.
Corny's like mid deep sigh at this point when she comes over because he's told her many times the rhyming shit's for her family, not for us. But seeing a box in front of him, he takes it and then immediately regrets it because he always knows you're not supposed to take something from the Fae, but too late now.
Wynne definitely cringed when she watched him do that, knowing that.
What's this?
I'm just kind of like looking around, throw out Wynne, and I go, like, what?
It's
Do
they're
you like the hand motion back and forth? Like,
Yeah. And I'm going to nod and go, you're also right.
I told you it doesn't just come on. Just
Come on.
and he
anything
looks
in the box.
what's in the box is what he asks, but not in that voice. So what's in the box?
She looks kind of at you, kind of past you, just like not really here, but just a rifle of celestial steel and 6 rounds that'll see most to their end. Choose 2 boons to unseal of horizon, condense, sturdy, tether, or portent. So you do recognize this as a rifle case now that you're holding it and recognize the weight.
Okay. Yep. And I'm completely baffled unless Corny's not. Do I need to make a sharp to see if Corny understands that? Because Ichabod doesn't. I assume, like, I understand it's a celestial steel rifle. It has 6 rounds. Cool. They're powerful somehow. Then I got lost.
So do you open the case?
Not yet. I'm gonna say, okay, this is kind of fitting for me. But you did say you would look into Wynne's disappearance, and we kind of already found her ourselves.
Hi. I'm just away from the back of the crowd.
That's Wynne. Why didn't you help us with that?
She was within the Unseely's domain. We could not enter.
Oh. We just went to your realm. There are those that can exist in both areas. There was that little one that tried to steal from me that I shot. He was able to go to both realms. You could have easily used an agent.
Some of us exist outside the courts.
Indeed. And we are some of those
Which is why I
that you
came
just
to you.
used to accomplish something. Yeah, no, I understand. You came to us to accomplish a feat you could not. And then when we asked you to look out for one of ours who helped with that, it seems to me, now I could be wrong, but it seems to me like you did nothing. That doesn't bode well for future interactions.
crewmate.
I think we might be due some consideration.
Are we making deals here? Seems big.
Clifford.
What?
I'm already in deep.
All the more reason to get out.
There's no getting out. I've told you this.
She gestures to the box and says, well, this should offer you some relief. Now that our deal is in accord, I hope you move forward with less grief and know that you have an ally in the court.
God. Keep telling her. Okay, I guess I have an ally. Maybe next time you'll remember to cut it with the rhyme and shit. Oh my lord. Can't believe that we're in such discord. Fuck, I did it! No! Stop it! Stop it!
She just giggles a little bit.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah?
Can she read, like, is she can she do telepathy at all?
Violet, or
Yeah, Violet.
you don't know?
Okay. With my telepathy, is it only verbal or can I put pictures into someone's mind? It says I can read people's thoughts and put words into their minds, so I would say I can't put pictures.
We can read people's thoughts and put words.
Yeah, so I'd say like because you can just innately put words in people's minds without putting effort in.
Right.
I'd say it's not out of the realm of possibility to put like full thoughts and images and things into people's mind, but that would take an effort, so like a role essentially.
My thought process on this is when I have the opportunity, Wynne wants to ask Violet about the flash of the image she saw in the insect person's, the colonel's brain with the greatest fear.
Okay.
She just wants to, like, for her own selfish reasons, she wants to be like, is this a threat to us kind of thing? Is this something we should be worried about in the mortal world?
Okay. Does anyone else want to say anything to Violet, or does Corny want to open the case now, or?
Yeah, I was going to say that can be later. That's why I was asking a question. Because
It's definitely possible, but was there anything people wanted to do first?
I've been told not to interact with this entity. I mean,
Max, are you there?
Yep.
Okay, just wanted to double check. Corny?
Yeah, I would like to, at this point, ask about the shells, the bullets that are inside. So I have six shells, 6 rounds. What is this about what they can do?
Any of your regular ammunition can work with this and be bolstered by the rifle. But these 6 rounds have the potential to end almost anything.
Wait.
So, from a game mechanics perspective, this is a +1 rifle. So whenever you make an attack with it, it gives a +1 to the roll, to the attack roll, and it doesn't give more damage, but with the regular rounds, but the rounds will count as magical to bypass mundane armor.
Okay.
So unless something has magic-based armor, this will bypass it.
So my sharp or tough, depending on how close they are, gets +1. And then the damage is its damage regardless of mundane armor. All right.
However, these 6 rounds will count as a weakness to any monster, almost any monster.
And I haven't encountered weakness yet. So is that double or additional? How does that work?
So with this, to kill most monsters, you need to actually use their weakness against them.
Which is why we were able to kill the Dream Eater.
Yeah.
Fire and iron.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have to use their weakness and reduce them to 0 harm. Or, yeah, take out all their health.
So iron become death. Okay.
Yeah, so if you can have the creature's weakness on hand, or you weren't able to figure it out, if they die with one of these rounds lodged in them, they will die.
Oh, so I don't even have to do the killing blow. I just have to have a round it.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice. Okay. Good to know. Okay. I guess I'm going to, unless anybody else has anything for this little terrifying Fey creature, I'm going to say, is there any way I can get more of these in the future?
She thinks it's not impossible, but we'd need to make another deal.
Yeah, no, I'm good with 6. All right, everybody ready to go?
Go ahead.
There's also more to this whenever you do open it, Corny, just so you know, a few extra things.
I did ask her to tell me everything about it. There's something else that she's telling me.
Oh, great. Well,
I have to open it to find it out.
the choose 2 bonuses to unseal. So there's a few extra tags that I've custom made for this that you can choose 2 of to add to it.
Oh, fuck. Okay. So, yeah, I guess we'll do that first before we bounce or whatever anybody else needs. So go ahead. Yeah.
The tags, which I can explain, are Horizon, Condense, Sundry, Tether, and Portent.
Okay. Because this is getting a bit, I'm going to type in real quick the base rifle stuff and then we can go over that.
Yeah.
So
This is the first magic weapon, so
yeah, all good. +1 to hit.
I want to make it good. Because magic items are not common in this game. So I'm trying to make something that's not broken, but is
Fun to use.
yeah.
All right, hit me.
So Horizon, so you can choose 2 of these tags. Horizon, the tag, is a replacement for the range. So instead of it has this same tags as your regular rifle, but this would replace their long range with horizon, meaning if you can see it, you can fire.
Okay, I'm loving that. I always love a sniper rifle. Continue.
However, like obviously, as if it's a crazy distance, there might be negatives that start to accumulate because things can move.
That's okay. My sharp's about to be a +3.
Condense, the rifle can would allow the rifle to compress down into a smaller form, so it could potentially fit in a hammer space, which is your little pocket.
Well, it could already fit into my pocket. Can't it?
A rifle would probably be too big because doesn't it specify that only small things?
It's about a minute, so I'm scrolling down to try to find it. But I need when I need it.
Yeah.
Small object. Okay, fair enough. I guess we could call that a medium object. Yeah. All right. Okay, so I can condense it to put it into space. Go ahead.
Sundry, which I'll have to figure out how often it can be used. But basically gives it a multi-shot. Whoever you shoot with it, it can split to hit 2 other creatures within a small range.
All right, there was one more.
2 more.
Oh, okay.
Tether, which is a grappling hook. Basically a grappling hook attachment. And portent, which will be once I'll have to see how balanced this gets, because if it might get out of hand, but I'm going to say like once per encounter, you can roll essentially you'll be able to re-roll a failed shot with the rifle.
And as we've all seen, I need that. Oh, shit. So taking Horizon, 100%. So, Horizon, see it, shoot it.
If you want to think about these for a little bit, then we can and just get back to you.
Yeah, go ahead, continue. I'll think about them as we go. Multitask. Just like Lilu Dallas, multipass.
And like any homebrew, this is experimental and might be subject to change how things go if there's things that I did not hate.
You're going to want to change it. I'm telling you right now.
Broken item.
Yes. It's okay, guys. I miss every attack in Multinder.
This is a handicap.
Yeah, I need it. Which is why I'm really considering Portent. All right, continue. Sorry.
Was there anything else anyone want to say to Violet?
Wynne would like to do her thing if that's cool.
Yeah.
So Wynne's gonna kind of come up beside Corny as he's checking out his gun, look at him and be like, huh, I've only read about those. And then she's gonna turn to Violet and be like, do you mind if I ask you a question?
She looks to you and you see a small twinge in her nose as you approach, and she's like, yes. What is it you need?
Within the royal court, I saw a vision of there being a threat of someone on the throne with a crown. Is this someone we have to be concerned about?
Do you try to project this into her head or just kind of
Yeah.
describe it?
It would be helpful if I can. Can I try?
Yeah.
With what? A sharp?
This would definitely be weird.
Okay. Because telepathy doesn't have a rule, so I could do investigate a mystery, I guess, if you want. But that's not. But I could do it with weird, right? So
I'd say you could probably just try to roll plus weird.
okay, I'll do it weird. Boom!
Wow. Okay. So you project the images that you saw into Violet's head, and she kind of like her eyes go up a little bit. It's just kind of like, oh. You said that this was seen as a threat, but who gave you these images?
Wynne she's really like nervous of anyone and doesn't trust anyone, so she's a little paranoid, and she's like, So her energy is by someone who was in the Fey world, someone who had ranking order, seemed to have been knowledgeable in their knowledge of understanding the political side of things. But she keeps it vague. She doesn't say who.
The image you show is of Oberon. He is of no threat to me or this world.
Do I hear that shit?
From her perspective, he's not.
No, but do I hear that just because Wynne was saying it's a threat from the shadow, right? You said that?
I said that it came across as a threat in someone's mind in the Fey world.
Oh, okay. Then we're good. You were in the Unseelie court. Oberon being a threat makes sense.
Yeah. You're like, oh, that's what he looks like. Because she's heard of Oberon before. And she's gonna like nod and go, thank you for the information. And turn to her colleague, like her friends, and be like, do y'all have questions later? I'm happy to like chat out what I saw. And then she like steps back again.
All right, real quick. Sundry, the 2 additional targets. Do I have to roll for each target?
Things I didn't consider. I'd say I'd say no.
Okay, I'm taking Sundry then. Wynne would like a break soon, which time-wise looks
Yeah. Yeah, that's a very valid point. I lost track of time, and this seems like a good breaking point. And but did anyone have anything last to say to Violet before you guys start to walk off?
Does everybody dealing with here Faye?
What?
Violet is Faye, and the dude with the red hat is Faye.
Okay. Have you fellas, has everybody here, have we experienced anything other than Faye?
I mean, Max is a devil.
Are you asking that in character, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, I've experienced the monsters we've encountered. Not all have been Fae. Some scientifically created, and pretty sure I saw my dead wife.
When he says that, Wynne just glances in his direction.
Max, do you say anything? Did we lose you again, Max?
No, I'm here.
Okay. But do you say anything when Clifford says this?
If there's anything I was going to say here, I'm just sort of wave my hand at this point, like I trust him.
Yeah, he's asking if we've experienced anything other than Faye.
Yeah. Encountered anything?
Well, thinking back, we've experienced those electric eel things.
Wynne's gonna nod.
The electric eel things, the vampire things.
Vampire thing.
Well, there were spider humanoid creatures.
Spider human creature things.
Yeah, just be glad you missed that.
Yeah.
Can Wynne pull her journal out at this point of like the monsters? Because she carries with her all the time the journal she stole at the beginning. And she's gonna pull it out and like kind of like be referencing the pictures to show Clifford and Corny as like Max is saying it, almost like a show and tell. Being like this one.
Yeah, I've seen everything except the eels so far. So
Yeah.
I thought we were just dealing with Faye and like berries and cheeks.
I told you there's so much more beyond that. Did you not believe me?
Are you doing all this in front of Violet and like bringing out the book and everything?
We haven't walked away.
Yeah. I brought out the book in front of her. Does she say anything when she sees it?
She doesn't say anything, but you do notice her usually like starry-eyed, like staring into the void attention briefly shift to the book and then to Wynne, and then kind of just see her make note of it, and then goes back to her daydreaming state.
Okay. Does one notice this?
I'd say, would it be sharp or cool? Probably sharp, I think. Or
Another roll. Let's go. Okay.
Oh, no.
you catch her vision shift. As you took the book out, but didn't clock much past that.
I'm just gonna continue on and let Max continue explaining everything.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Corny has this ominous feeling. He can't really place it, but the hairs on the back of his neck are standing up.
Well, I guess it's good to know they're dealing with much more than just. Ooh, okay.
I mean, it's got to make sense, though, right? I mean, you're a private eye. Haven't the cases really been ramping up?
When shrugs.
How many cases have I failed to solve because of this?
Do I have an idea of how long? Well, we all know it's been since the whatever, right? The collapse, the I forget what
The surge. Yeah,
since the surge.
the surge is when like supernatural things had started to occur.
So maybe those of us we didn't notice right away. I mean, I would say Max and Wynne did, right?
I mean,
Wynne was heavily medicated for a long time, avoiding this. This is all kind of new. She grew up with it when she was young, but the surge happened how long ago?
Sorry,
It's
what
going
was that?
way back.
Sorry, what was
How long ago did the surge happen?
surge was 30 years ago.
Okay. Then she would know. She has always, she knew about it from childhood, but then she blocked it out in her teenage years. And now in adulthood, I think she's in her late 20s or something like that. She's only just bringing it back. So it's like a haze. It's like a childhood memory, all of this stuff that's like coming back to her.
I would say it's been about 20 years that Corny's known about it.
So.
Yeah, there's been little bits here and there for those who like got indoctrinated into the supernatural side of things. However, you guys have only recently become aware of most of like what to you seems like those who had previous experience with supernatural stuff and were already aware of it. It seems to be now there's a bit more than usual.
Yeah, it used to be underground, like not literally under the ground, but it used to be kind of hidden and in the shadows. And now it's starting to really affect life.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm going to tell Clifford, like, yeah, like my first run-in was 20 years ago with her right there.
She waves.
Since then, it's just kind of, it's been increasing, but not as much as it has lately.
Feeling kind of foolish when I noticed this up sooner.
Yeah.
It's not meant to be if you're not from that world. And she like shrugs again, and then she like looks sympathetically at Corny because she recognizes he got sucked in, kind of. So, and she looks over at Max, or you just don't have a choice.
I guess I know now.
It's not necessarily on you missing it. You've been trying to explain things based on the world you knew. It's not that world anymore.
When I go back over all my cases, I don't explain anything anymore.
Jeez.
All right. Well, it's only option to push forward, I guess.
Yeah, or, I mean, we work well together. How about when we get back to our side of the bridge, we start looking at those cases together? 4 sets of perspective, 4 sets of eyes. Couldn't hurt.
That is true. I just recently got a new case. That probably got to started working on it yet.
Perfect.
Is that hotel on the side of the bridge, or
Yeah, it would have been. But as you guys have discussion, Violet gives you guys a quick little curtsy and says, "Until the next time our paths shall meet, goodbye, Cornelius. Stay sweet."
Get corny. Like, you could have made a corn punt. What are you doing? Goodbye.
And she kind of starts to walk into the tree line, kind of just like half skipping tree line with the stout red cap following behind her.
Fucking red caps.
Well, you got a new toy.
I did. I'm gonna kind of study it a bit as we head back. Everybody ready to get in the car and head back?
After Violet says, sweet, I just start saying to myself, sweet, wait, oh, sweet. Hey, Wynne, we should probably have a talk about, me covering, for you at work.
Her eyes suddenly go like so serious and go, what do you mean covering for me at work? How many days was I gone?
It's been over 5 days now.
Oh God, I missed 5 shifts. How am I going to pay my rent? What did you say? And she's going to get like more and more frantic. And then she's going to start to have like the panic thought. And she's going to be like, oh God, do I even have a job? Did they believe you?
And that's where we'll take a break.
Yes, perfect. I love it. Great scene transition.
We'll be back in like, is 10 or 15 minutes good for people? What are we feeling?
Yeah, 10 minutes works for me.
Okay. Works. We'll be back in 10 minutes. Give ourselves a bit of a stand up and walk around. And we'll come back to this with getting more into the next mystery. Okay,
Perfect.
be right back.
You're not my real dad.
And we're back.
Bye.
Hi. So, you guys are on the road back.
How on the road again?
Back with you said you were going back across the bridge.
So far, that's the plan. Unless anybody else has anything.
I think that was in the middle of talking to Wynne about all the excuses I've made for her.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that was going to happen off, but yeah, go ahead.
Did you want to say what those are, or do you want those to just be a surprise?
No, I guess surprise, sure. Go play that out.
As in, like, I'm not to know, or is it a surprise to the audience?
I think the audience, because he said he was telling you.
Okay.
If I'm reading that right, Max.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to like just look more and more horrified as I discover each one. And I'm going to be like, hey, okay. Let me write this down. And I pull out like a pen and paper and start jotting it down. Oh God, this is going to be good.
Very unique, much believable.
So there's a lot going on back there. Do we need to stop somewhere first? Or what's the plan, everyone?
Maybe the coffee shop. Maybe we should go get a coffee and I should go check in with my boss, see when my next shift is.
Okay. So, Danny, coffee shop it is.
Yeah. Danny's is like, sounds good. And he, as you guys make your way across the bridge, you head towards the coffee shop. What was your boss's name?
I think we had a boss. I don't think we had a boss, but we had like another coworker that we finally settled on her name being Sandra.
Yeah.
Hey, does your coffee shop have scones? Because I would really love a scone, especially like a white chocolate scone that I could dip into some espresso.
That's some fancy stuff there. I think we have cheese scones.
Huh.
The white chocolates come once in a while, but like white chocolate's hard to get.
A cheese scone?
Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
Oh. maybe you'll get lucky and the white chocolate ones will be there too. But the cheese ones at where it's at. Let me get you one when we get there.
Oh, I don't have a problem with the cheese scone. I've just never heard of it. Yes, I love cheese. Give it to me.
Is everyone in agreement of going to the coffee shop?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Clifford, you good for a cup of coffee? Cup of Joe while we talk over this case we're talking about?
Yeah, so Suzanne's the NPC coworker at the cafe, but I don't have houses.
Sorry for it.
Looks like Sandra just got promoted.
I mean,
Right.
and I got a new case I might need some help on. If
Yeah, I'd
talk about.
We'd love to talk about that case. Maybe
Yeah.
give you a different perspective on this supernatural side.
Yeah, I just gotta make sure we have a job first, as in like to pay my bills. So I'm happy to help though, if we can, I guess.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, if you still have your job, cool. If you don't worry. We'll figure out a way for you to pay your bills.
It's gonna like look very surprised. She's not used to people being helpful to her. And then she's gonna play the scenarios in her head trying to memorize what Max said. The very convoluted reasons why she was not at work the last 5 days and missed her whole weeks of shifts without her calling in.
I'm just frantically trying to write down NPC's names.
Oh, it's all good. I have a bunch listed here. Joe's at the street vendor. Smith's shipping and receiving.
Wait, we have a street meat guy?
Yeah.
I don't know. It just says street vendor. Suzanne's the NPC. We have Eleanor Brown. Whomever Eleanor Brown is, 3rd floor, room 302. I think that was the person we went to the hospital for.
Oh, yeah. I might grab this list off you because I did not write most of them down.
Again, I did not write the insect dude's name earlier. That's why I called him the Colonel.
Trion.
Trion.
Trion, I think. That's how I spelled it. I don't know if that's right. But it was like High General or something. I don't know.
Yeah, General. Yes, thank you. Okay, cool. Here for it.
So, I'm going to ask you guys, what is Sandra like, manager position or lead position at the coffee shop, or is there another person?
I don't think there'd be too many people working at this coffee shop, so it probably makes sense, right?
Like she's the lead, but there's a manager that nobody ever sees.
Yeah, she's already in the back making schedule.
Yep. 100%. Making quote unquote the schedule. Yeah, that bitch is on fucking Angry Birds.
She's the HPI.
And plenty of fish.
Oh. Damn, call her out for being single. Okay.
Or in this scenario, it's plenty of survivors.
Yeah, exactly. It is very rudimentary.
Hashtag POS. Got it. Hashtag POS.
So I take it Sandra's the one who because this is your guys' coffee shop. So like, is Sandra the one who kind of like holds it together while the manager is making the schedule?
Yes.
Maybe.
In that case, yeah, you make your way to the coffee shop. This was kind of the early morning as you guys did all this, so we're still haven't quite hit noon yet as you guys arrive at the shop, kind of past the breakfast rush.
Oh, good. Because I can't have caffeinated coffee after noon. Otherwise, I just can't sleep. You were late, right, Clifford?
Dude, it's getting late for me. I was up at like 4 o'clock this morning.
Dude,
Like, I think like afternoon nap in the car.
we just see you sleeping as we were talking about everything, like the half days where it's like we think you're there but you're not.
Exactly. Just in there with my eyes closed.
Yeah.
What am I actually doing? I don't know.
We thought you were thinking very deeply.
Yeah.
I do make sure to fall asleep like that.
But you arrive at the coffee shop, and what was the last excuse that was given?
This the laughter and the sense of fear. Love it.
Max tried his best. Like, he tried his best.
Yeah, and we know Max is best.
I am shocked that Max has gone through life with keeping a job and
He has the ability to manipulate people. That's what he's
right.
gotten through.
And I think this was like his attempt at like not using his powers.
Right, because you were like, ooh, good practice session. My therapist said to do this.
Okay. So you guys enter the coffee shop. What do you do as you enter Wynne? Sandra is there at the counter. There's nobody in line right now, but there's a few like people sitting down at tables.
As I head up, I go and clear a table I see to the side, and I like bring the dishes to the empty spot that's like near, just to show like good effort to be like, yeah, I'm a good worker even when I'm not supposed to be working. And I go up to Sandra. Hi.
Hey, it's been a while. Are you feeling better, reoriented?
Yeah, man, my vertigo got to me hard yesterday. Like, thank you so much for understanding my absence. Hopefully everything's okay. You know, roller coasters, they just really get to you when you're sleeping.
Yeah, I've never personally experienced that, but I can imagine it would have been disorienting for the day.
Yeah. That's what happened. Yeah, I don't know. Thank Max for relaying the message. If anything, honestly, it wasn't that it was the dream. It was just more so the vertigo of waking up. I joked it was about the dream I had, but it was honestly just a regular case of vertigo.
Okay. Yeah, it's been a string of events with you. Like, are you feeling good?
I would look disheveled as fuck to her, so
Yeah, which is
pardon my language there,
that-
but
it honestly makes it more believable.
I'm going to like lean into Sandra and be like, it started with the Lego and my week just went down from there. I wish I had something else I could say, but like, I'm here now. I'm okay. Like, look at me. And she's going to do like the most like trying to convince smile of like, and a thumbs up.
That's great. Like, do you know if the baby's okay?
The baby. And then she like thinks for a sec because she couldn't remember. Oh, the baby. Man, thank goodness I knew how to like deliver babies, huh?
That is very impressive. I didn't know you had those skill sets.
There's a bell that rings at this point in time because Corny's in line for coffee. Okay.
You should go get that. Can I just see the next schedule of when I'm working next?
She
Ding ding.
she's like, yeah, it's posted in back.
Ding ding ding.
And Sandra does come over. Yes, may I help you, sir?
Wow. Yeah, you can. I'm sorry. I've been standing here being my friend. We're looking for some coffee and some scones. I hear you have cheese scones.
She looks over to I'll roll just because it's funny.
And make sure you look for the white chocolate scones as well.
What the fuck?
I don't spit.
Oh, you rolled another 2 6.
God, I love that you're rolling these when they are not for the enemy. Thank you.
Okay.
That must mean chocolate scones are in, right?
Yeah.
That looks like white chocolate there. Does it have almonds too? Oh my God.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we just got those in.
I'll take one of those.
Yeah, can we have 2 of those? And what kind of coffee do you like? Clifford, come on. I'm buying. Don't hold back.
Black.
Okay, black coffee. And I'll take an Americano, please.
What you got against just straight black coffee?
What's that?
This is me typing.
I didn't hear.
I said, what you got against straight black coffee?
It's straight.
Oh God.
Jokes. I was trying to be a coffee snob. I don't know. Y'all are weird. How do you feel?
Me and Clifford had the same coffee order.
That's fair. Did it? I drink straight espresso, so
She's like, yeah, that'll be right up. Do I have a name for the order?
yeah. Clifford. And I look back at.
Fine. Yes. I'll pull out my wallet.
No. I'm already paying. Like I'm not asking
Oh.
you to pay. I'm just putting your name.
I'll take 2 scones, please.
All right. Yeah. So 3 scones, black coffee, and an Americano, please.
She's coming right up. She goes to prepare your guys' stuff.
As she's doing that, I'm going to look over to Bax and wait. You guys get free coffee, right? For yourselves?
Yeah.
Wynne had stepped into the back to look at the schedule, so she's not within earshot at the moment.
And I'm looking at Bax. Yes? Okay, cool. I would have gotten it, but I assumed. I mean, I get free whiskey at the spot. So.
Sound off in the chat if cafe employees get free coffee. I don't know.
They do. They definitely do.
It's the reason Wynne works there.
Yeah. So then we're going to find a table that could accommodate all of us. And then I'm going to stand at the counter, just staring down the representation of corporate America and tapping my foot, waiting for my coffee.
At the place where your friend works.
Yeah. Like she's the boss. So,
This ain't set in America.
no, it's not. But corporations are the devil. And this is a small corporation known as a family-owned business. So,
No, Max is the devil.
no.
Yeah.
No, Max is a devil, not the devil.
Fair. He is not Asmodeus.
Devil in disguise.
Wynne's going to have come out and she's going to have helped with the order. She'll be prepping the scones and she'll motion to Corny. You can go sit down. We'll bring it to you.
Oh, it's like that. Okay. Thank you. And at that point, Corny's going to pull out more of, I don't know what currency is in this world yet. I know that I have it.
Yeah, we kind of just wishy-washy. Dollars, bills.
Okay, so I'm going to pull out a portion that equals 25% of what I paid and put it into the jar there.
Dang, 25%?
Dang.
Yeah, I live in America and I've worked in the service industry. Yes.
Wynne's going to smile and nod and then just continue almost looking effortlessly like she's in her element. She's going to just make the things. And then she's going to holler to Max. Does Max want anything?
Coffee. Tends to be really great right then.
And she nods and she makes it for him.
as Corny goes to the table, he grabs sugar substitute. Frankly, the blue colored one. About 2 packets of it, and then goes to sit down because it was impressed on him by someone from his past life that sugar's bad. It leads to other health issues. So he's avoiding diabetes.
Yep, sugar is definitely bad for you. So yeah, you guys get your coffee orders. You are able to figure out your schedule for the next week when couple weeks. I don't know how far in advance places normally post a schedule.
I think they post it weekly here. It's a small shop.
Yeah, small shop weekly. Bigger spots like would be bi-weekly for sure.
Was there anything people wanted to discuss while at this coffee shop?
Yeah, remember back in my conversation with my new client, were they aware of Corny? I forgot.
They had told you that they were going to check in with an old friend who frequented a bar known as The Spot.
Okay. I got over my black coffee in my tune, white chocolate scones. I gotta casually bring up, hey, Corny, have you heard of a woman named Celino Adesi?
And made like biting down on a scone after I had soaked it in my Americano. Just, but you mean Adesi? Yeah. Yeah, I may have heard of him. I don't know. Have I heard of?
Yes, you know this person well. They were actually in part of one of your earlier crews with Violet. She wasn't like in direct association with Violet, but she was part of that crew
Where we ran into Violet. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I set down my scone. Yeah. Yeah. It was somebody else I used to run with before I established my crew. She was okay. She was all right. Obviously, she wasn't great like Danny, Mikey, and Henry. But why? Why do you ask?
She showed up my office the other day, telling me that he believes she's being framed for murder.
Well, given what she has done, she could be framed or she could have done it. Who knows?
So, how much do you want to know about this person, Corny?
Right now, tell me everything about the Odyssey.
So, you know that she is an assassin.
Oh yeah, 100% murdering. Okay.
However, her being framed for murder would imply that there was evidence of her, which you know that she's very good at not leaving evidence.
Okay, so 50% murder. All right.
She would actually be the person who would have reminded you of Wynne the most because she had that same spooky vibe to her.
Affinity to shadow.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Do you think you'd know her exact methods for? I'm leaving this much. How well you know her and her methods up to you. How much do you think?
If she was part of the crew, yes. I would know at least her methods when she was part of the crew. If she developed other methods after that, no. Because generally I'm the leader of the crew, so I would know the capabilities of my people.
Okay, so you know she has some basic spell casting, and
How
but
does she use that? Having access to spells and how you use them is very different.
So her main spells, like the things that she focused on, were first ruin magic. So she was very good for putting up wards and stuff in locations. So they would often take time to set up, but like if you guys needed to like secure a location, she was great for that.
So casing a joint and having her repair. Okay.
And the reason she is good at leaving no evidence pointing to her behind for the assassinations because she also specialized in summoning magics. She could summon other creatures to do the killing for her.
Okay. So I'm going to relay to Clifford the strength that she has, i.e. the summoning magic is her general tool she uses to kill things. She has the rune magic, like you said, that allows her to seal off certain areas. Let's see. So she's being framed.
Or
Does she have any other physical abilities?
And
that stand out?
as far as you're aware, she doesn't have any real physical abilities, although she was a very capable person she knows how to handle a firearm and does have an affinity for tactical gear and whatnot when things require a less subtle approach.
Okay. So, given this information that I share with Clifford, I'm going to ask Clifford.
Plus, she has money.
Okay, she has money also. Important consideration. So, Clifford, what is the information that you have for this case? Is it committed? What is the motivation? What's going on?
She's told me nothing of her employment.
I think if I forgot, I might have mentioned it or I might have forgot, but she would have told you that she would be at the spot if you wanted further questions.
Oh, right. Yeah, she did say she was going to go there.
Okay.
She didn't like.
Where do you have information we need to cover before we talk to her?
Well, it's good to know her background. It seems like she's got herself in a lot of trouble. Does a name like
Got caught, but
the name Hans Gersten mean anything to you?
that's a question for the DM. Does that mean anything to me?
That's the victim.
I also have the underworld connections.
Yeah, so I'd just bringing up their stats here. So Hans person you would know would be one of the God dang it, I forgot what's the modern term for like not noble but like
diplomat,
not diplomat but like just
Affluent.
ambassador.
No, affluent. Rich and
affluent.
powerful.
yeah, he was one of the upper class citizens who had his hands in had a lot of connections to
Not a politician, right?
no.
Yeah, no, affluent. They pay for what they need, i.e. buying politicians and things.
Yeah, so he had a hand in a lot of shady dealings around the city, a lot of things that were just above your sort of level. So, like, a lot of the high-end transactions around the upper city area.
Gosh.
So you're well aware of him and sort of his circle of people.
I'm aware of some of the dealings, but I've never been involved in them.
Yeah. You're aware of who to avoid and who, like, you might be able to talk to.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'd say probably generally avoid it.
Yeah. For now.
He was apparently found dead at Salido's room at the Grand River Hotel.
That's wild to me. Salido would never contract something like that.
Yeah, and she, like I said, does not leave evidence behind. Usually doesn't leave a body behind.
She in her own room.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very suspicious. You said she was going to be here?
You're at the coffee shop. She's going to be at the spot.
No. You said she was going to be at the spot?
Yeah, if she did, so we need to talk to her. She'd be at the spot.
Okay. Max? Wynne? Are you two available?
Didn't it?
Yeah.
With us?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, you.
We get paid if we do this.
I can arrange that. You, random woman who was rude. Can I take them with me?
It's all the looks rude. And I'm assuming the manager.
Sandra.
Talking to Sandra right now, yeah.
She's like a little like taken aback, but it's like, yeah, they're not scheduled for right now, so yeah. You were able to find your schedule though. You know your next day though, Wynne, and you think you'll be good for it?
Yeah, should be no problem.
Wynne, hold on. No, you need to communicate their schedules with me, and then I'll tell you if it's okay. But continue to pay them. That's great.
Wynne looks over at him with like 6 months, and he's like, "What?"
So I'm feeling like this is falling into the realm of manipulate someone.
Yep.
Just mildly.
I would also like to use. Are we on a new mystery?
Yeah.
Oh, the same.
There's a,
Okay, so I have 2 holds. So I'm going to use one of them. If I max succeed, it's an advanced success. and I'm going to use manipulate someone.
So what are your
9
holds?
to 11. So it's called, give me a second. It's called, you're able to risk a lot. I get 2 holds per mystery. 2 to 8 is a miss or a fail. 9 to 11, complete success. 12 plus, advanced success. Even if I don't have advanced.
I would like to help him with this.
Fair. But if I fail, experience.
Okay. When you spend those in miss.
So I get a +1, right?
So I have to roll the thing though, but
This that yeah.
Okay, so this takes out the like partial success option.
Yeah. Completely. All right.
Yeah.
So there's mine. I don't have a sword.
Ooh.
Submit. It's not. Oh shit! No, sorry. The first one, I clicked it twice, so the first one goes through.
Okay.
That's a failure.
Wait.
Yeah, so what does a failure mean with I mean it's I believe it means they're offended, which every right to be offended by this.
Oh, 100%. Oh, 100%. Yeah. Yeah. Like the success would have been great, but
For
so can my form of helping be like mental dominion on her, and if it go I just need like a hold one, and I'll just do like puppy dog eyes and say please for me, Leandra.
a regular help will not make this a success. You would have to actually use your domination ability.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah. Kiss.
by puppy dog eyes, he means demon dog eyes.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm still taking my experience.
So yeah, she like is taken aback and is like she's about to be just like who are you to like demand this? And what do you say, Max? I guess you wanted to roll to dominate
Yeah.
mental dominion.
The more times Max succeeds, the more confident Corny is going to become.
Have you witnessed it fail yet?
I got a mixed success.
It's still a
That's one.
success.
So I got a mixed success, and that's enough for a hold one. So I'm just going to give her like the demon puppy eyes and say, please for me.
My God.
Okay, I need to know, like, you got remember, you have to word this correctly.
Okay.
So saying please for me isn't very specific.
Well, I would say like in the context of like this conversation that we felt like, yeah. All right. Okay. I guess it's like, can you please do what he says for me?
This fucking ability.
Yeah, obviously, Corny is so convincing.
Gonna
Because every time he fails, Max saves him.
make Corny very bold.
Yeah.
Oh, going to make him? Yeah, already.
I think it's going to get to the point like where you're going to be like have such audacity that even Max won't try and help and save you.
Dude, the audacity is ramping up.
So you can see her like about to get like, from her normal timid state to being just like, absolutely not. To suddenly being like, yes, that shouldn't be an issue.
Which means I'm now in charge of their schedule and their pay.
Wynn's gonna like shoot a look and be like, what? Like mouthing what the fuck to Corny.
Look, it worked. So we should hop in the car and head over and discuss how this plays out, because it's not fair to them that we take their money, but I mean, as an interim,
She's going to be very confused.
Corny's going to head outside the car.
I'm gonna give a sympathetic glance to the colleague Sandra, and then I'm gonna just like fill my like to-go cup with coffee and walk out.
You guys, grabbing your to-go cups, head over to the spot. And as you enter, the bartender, I believe we said his name was Mike as well,
Yeah, obviously.
just to make it easy.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Mike. How you doing? Pour us around.
Mike nods to you, Corny, and sees like the others enter. And he notes that he nods to you, Corny, and says, we got a guest staying with us right now. An old friend of yours.
Yeah. They did tell our buddy Clifford here they'd be here. We'll meet with him in a second, but I got to talk to you. You said you were looking for help.
Yeah.
You know how I don't like to answer to people.
Yeah. I know you.
Okay. You looking to train some newbies?
How new we talking?
Hey, Wynne. How many drinks have you made?
Does straight whiskey count as making a drink?
That's
What is your definition of a drink? She's an affluent potion maker and she can make coffee.
Well, you see, there's a liquid and somebody grabs it and then they drink it.
Yeah, sure. I could do that.
Oh, okay. You see? Very experienced. You got this, right, Mike?
She's gonna give like one of those smiles that looks horrible.
Yeah, she looks Wynne up and down in her current state and just like, yeah, I suppose she'd fit right in.
Mike, calm down. You know the bartender effect exists. She steps behind that bar, y'all are going to be way busier. Look at her. She's a female bartender. The bar's going to be busy.
What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say your rent's going to be covered. I don't. Is that a problem?
I never mind an extra hand.
She's like annoyed, but she sighs and she goes, okay, where do I start?
Yep, we'll call it tomorrow. When's your rent due?
I don't know what day of the month it is, but it must be coming up at some point.
Fair. I don't know what year it is.
I did
anybody
first. I'm not
September 1st. Oh shit, your rent's due? Okay. I got this month. Everything else is on you.
Okay, thank you. And she's gonna look like perplexed and then like make note to go pay her rent before the end of the day.
Yeah, the days kind of mix up, but we are making pay. Yeah, training. Shit, I forgot about that part. Hey, Mikey, you ready to work extra shifts? Just good. This time I've been talking to Mike.
Yeah. To Mike the bartender?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'm already pulling doubles, so why not?
And look at it this way: you pull doubles, she'll help.
I don't need training, y'all. I can handle this. This is easy.
Oh,
you don't
really?
need to work extra. I'll just figure it out. It must be
Shit.
simple.
Nice. Make me an old fashioned then, please.
And then she like looks at him and she goes, okay. And then she starts to just like pull out like something that's clear, possibly rum. And then she pulls out some whiskey. And then she's like, old fashioned. And then she looks at the cup and she like, oh, right, ice. They sometimes have ice. And then she gets like one ice cube. And then she pours like just both of them to the rim, like half and half, and hands it to him. So it's like just like half rum, half probably scotch. In like a whiskey glass, it's full to the brim with one ice cube. And she goes over and she's like, wait, the umbrella. And then she runs and grabs a little umbrella and like puts it on.
Corny is so wide-eyed and wide-jawed, just like... Yeah, so here's the thing. I know you don't need the training, right? But it's required. Like, this is an establishment, right? Right? Yeah. Okay. So just so your training starts tomorrow. We'll call it noon to 4. You get a training shift. You're gonna have to have, just because it's standard procedure, you're gonna have 6 training shifts. Is that enough? Yeah. Yeah. The drink was great. It's already empty. You didn't see where it went. Yeah, it was great. But just. It's procedure. You understand.
Yeah. I get it. And then she's like already bored with the conversation and then she walks away.
He's like, oh my God, she's going to make us money, but God damn it, people are going to hate it.
Corny is stressing about this, and you don't even work here.
Of course I don't work here, but come on. If it's successful, it's good for us. All of us.
I mean, isn't this also just your money laundering?
Yes. So I need it to be successful, because if it's not, the money laundering is suspect. Okay, so we have somebody that needs to meet us. Wynne, can you start training today?
Sure.
Great.
Like goes behind the bar and goes and chats with Mike.
Do I need to roll a success rate on Mike's training? Because he's a bartender, so he's susceptible to damaged women. Just spitting facts.
I'm not going to remind you that self-destruction is one of my evil traits.
This motherfucker is head over heels. Like, he has to roll nat 12.
I mean, yeah, if you want to go ahead and roll just 2d6.
Does he get a bonus? He's been at it for years.
Make him roll at the bar. Make him roll.
That's what I'm doing, but I don't know what his bonus is. Oh, you mean make the DM roll?
Yeah, make the DM roll.
Yeah.
Hot.
No, you get to roll.
Rolling hot.
You get to roll. It's an NPC. Good point, K-Fax. Thank you.
Okay.
What's his bonus? He
Doesn't matter. He's
hat
rolling
bartender.
6s.
Yeah, but he is an old hat bartender, so he should get a bonus just in case. Motherfucker, if you roll 2 1s right now, I'm gonna be so mad.
So would this be his cool set?
Yeah, I would give it a cool. That checks out.
Yeah, because you have to be cool to be a bartender.
Yeah.
Like, cool is keeping level head under pressure and stuff. Charm is how good you are with people. So I'd say +2 with charm, +1 with cool.
Yeah, he's trying to be cool.
So I'll give him a +1 with this. A vest. I don't have the like fancy artwork things, but
It's okay. Just roll the dice. We'll see. Oh my god.
If Jake rolls another double 6,
I'm going to be actually really happy this time.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's a success.
oh, that's partial, isn't it?
it's mixed.
It's mixed, but it's better than I thought it was going to be
So
against his weakness.
it's like
Maybe I'm like smitten as he teaches me, so I'm actually paying attention.
so he's like managing to keep it cool, going through like showing you stuff and kind of like laughing off any mistakes that are made, and not like doing too much overcorrecting, but just kind of guiding you in the right way. So might not learn too much of the like drinking or serving mechanics, but you get a feel for the space, I'd say. If that sounds about right with people.
Yeah, I'd say so. She's got like the lay of the land, and she understands like how to get a beer, and like how to get like probably like a rum and coke or something where it's like very easy.
Rum and Coke, whiskey Coke, vodka soda, and you can make
Yeah.
probably a lemon drop or a what's the other shot? The green tea shot.
Yeah, and
I wouldn't go that far. I would just say really basic drinks.
I mean,
She's hungover.
green tea is a basic drink.
Okay, fair.
any show points out just like this is where we keep all the high end stuff for any of Corny's guests. This is where we keep the stuff that we say is high end for anyone that requests it, and is watered down like 30%.
Noted.
You hear that? Because he's real mad if he does.
Why, you don't like them saving money?
I don't like him watering anything down. No,
He gives you the good stuff.
that's fine. I don't like that. But if Corny doesn't hear it, that's fine. But Corny wants them to be serving the proper product.
Okay. Well, okay, if that's the case, then that wouldn't be the case. It's your place.
No. Serve the product. Never water down.
She makes note of the high end stuff and then goes, okay, noted.
I'd say there definitely would be a separation of just like this is a Corny's and his guests section, and then the high end that they serve to people that they request it. And a definite separation between those.
Yeah, for sure.
But just going through the motions of that. And do you request the guest to be brought down?
Yeah, I'd request the guest be brought down, but we're served probably tea for something like this.
Okay.
Keep it clean. And then I would also request, like, if Wynne is done with training, she joins us.
She could join.
Yeah, so you have one of your crew go grab Selena, and
Yeah, I sent Danny up, and I send Henry over to Wynne. And Wynne hears behind her this super deep voice. And she's expecting to, like, turn around to this massive man. And behind her is this fucking 4'9". Yeah, he's built, but he's 4'9". He's a little boy. He's a short king. But
comic
he's a king regardless.
accurate Wolverine.
Almost, but buffer. Like, take Juggernaut and shrink him to that size. That's how.
Yeah.
It is.
He's like a dwarf if dwarfs were in this world.
Yes. That is Henry.
I definitely startle when I see him, but would I have met Henry or anyone before? Because we've been here before.
You haven't really interacted with Henry. You may have seen him, but this is the first time like you guys have had a conversation.
Okay. Like, oh, hello. What do you want?
Well, the boss was asking for you.
Oh, okay. You mean Corny, right?
Yeah, Cordy.
Cool. Mike, can I go?
And Mike will nod. It's like, yeah, I think we've gone over enough for the day. You can take a break.
Thing. And then I'm gonna like take the little apron off that I had on my waist, and I grab a water, and then I head over.
After a few moments, Celino comes down from so the way I see, like, essentially apartments that are above the bar that you guys use to kind of either crash there whenever you need to or like let people lie low there. Corny, unless you had other.
It started as like places we could crash if we needed to lie low, but then we kind of advanced and the neighborhood accepted us. So now we never crash there. We have our own places. They are known to the community, but never released.
Yeah.
And then the bar itself, it allows people to stay there for a profit. But if ever somebody needs to stay there for the crew, they're given that rate for free.
Yeah. And Mike would also note there's like, yeah, she used one of your she's one of your old passcodes.
No, she's an old friend, we'll call her for now.
Yeah. One of your old codes, but you still kept it valid, so.
Yeah, no, thank you for honoring the code. They don't expire until I tell you.
So she just looking to see if there's a description here. Hold on. Okay, so Celino comes down to the main room. She's a pale woman with long black hair, dark eyeliner, wears a black duster jacket, and very similar vibes to Wynne, except as opposed to Wynne's current state, she is very well put together
And wore makeup.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wynne doesn't wear makeup.
And she walks in, she's like, hello, Corny. It's been a long time.
It's been a time. We'll decide if it's too long or too short. What do you have?
Well, I see you're already acquainted with Clifford here.
Yeah. It's his investigation. We'll let him take over. Just don't try to mislead the man.
I would never.
Yeah. That's adorable.
Uh,
Did you have follow-up questions?
Follow-up questions?
Well, says this. She takes the seat, and I assume the tea has already been placed in front of everyone, and
Yeah.
she takes a cup and
Well, there's a pot. Nothing's been poured.
Well, Corny has
then she'd wait for someone to pour it.
Corny has filled me in your background, and I can see why you're in trouble now.
Yeah, I don't like this attention that's been put on me.
Well, I just wanted to let you know that your employment really doesn't matter to me.
I appreciate that.
And did you have any connections with Hans?
I did not. I was hired by another person in the city. Okay, good to know. But yes, I was hired by someone else in the city. And this happened very early in my arrival here.
And does your work bring you to the city?
Yes, I'm here on business.
Clifford, can we take a brief aside?
I'll lean over to Corny. Yeah.
Whisper. I didn't realize we could leave the city or people from outside could enter. Have you heard of anyone entering the city?
So, for it's just for your knowledge, like it is possible for intercity travel to occur. It's just expensive. And
You came in on a train, right?
yeah, there's trains that go between cities, but it's expensive and usually for only very important people.
Okay. So then to readjust that, in order to travel here, it is very expensive from outside the city. There must be something going on. Just sorry to cramp your flow. That's the
Well, I don't want to pry too much into your current work, Celino. I do need to know, have you completed what you have come here to do?
No, I haven't. My contract is not yet fulfilled.
And you probably won't tell me who you had that contract with, would you?
This would need to be a manipulate someone role to get her to give up the name.
at that point I'm gonna say, Clifford, you're on the side of the law. I'm not.
Is that a law?
You're on the side of right. I'm on the side of the people. They align most of the time. Maybe not this time. Do you want to try or do you want to let me try?
Oh, don't worry. Don't worry, Corny, I got this.
Okay. Feel free.
Now, Lita here is a professional, so you probably know what I'm getting at already. There's probably only a handful of people that even know she'd be here in the city to even frame her. So it's obvious to ask who her employer is.
Yeah. So,
So you can easily know that's probably really good information for me if you want me to get down to the bottom of this.
okay, can I get a manipulate someone roll? To try to get her to give up this information without, or figure out what she'd need to give up this information.
But
Experience.
Yeah.
I level up.
Yay!
Yay!
Hey.
So,
That's right. Got all of failures. I tried to fail, actually.
Okay. Yeah, we got the Jenna. Like someone.
What's your level choice?
I know, I haven't looked into it too much yet.
Fair enough.
Did you level up?
Not yet.
Okay.
I have like some ideas. I haven't like I perused,
Oh, so one more.
but I haven't like
No. K-Fax leveled. He just hasn't chosen.
Oh.
I kind of perused what I could do, but I haven't like come down on anything yet. But probably next time I'll get a little up. I'll pick something cool.
good.
Okay. Just give me 1 second to. Okay. So, she closed herself off. She kind of like closed herself off when I asked this and just like, I know that it would probably be beneficial to the investigation. However, I cannot be the one to divulge that information. Because it's not good for me if I'm seen giving up my clients' names. If things don't work out, then that is very bad for me and my reputation. But
All right.
you
Yep.
are from what I've heard, and from what I know of Corny, you lot are capable.
Capable. That's what Corny says.
There's been a circle of individuals at the top of this city for a long time now who have maintained their power and status. It would make sense to me that's and Hans was one of them. It would make sense to me if there was someone who was trying to press into their territory, their domains. So that might be a good place to start on people who are starting to climb the ladder, so to speak. Han has had a lot of real estate. So some of his assets might be going on sale, out for purchase. Might lead you in the direction, but I can't willingly give up my client's name.
Yes, but you weren't here to kill Hans, were you?
I was not the one to kill him.
Yeah, so my only concern is not of Hans or of who was trying to climb any ladder, is who was trying to frame you. Why wouldn't they just hire you to do the job? Why to get you mixed all up in this like this?
I am also curious about that. Could have seen me as an easy out. They might have wanted something from him and didn't want my knowledge of it.
Well, the frame you seems to be more risky than just... They could have framed anybody, really. But to frame a professional as yourself, there has to be another layer to this. Maybe some petty grievances or rightful grievances, knowing your line of work. Some personal vendetta, I would assume, against you. Who were you contracted here to kill, if I put it so bluntly? Can you share that at least?
I think this would need another manipulate someone.
We're sitting at the same table, right?
Yeah. If somebody else wants to jump in, they can.
No, I'm not jumping in. It's his investigation, but if it's close, I'll use help.
Yeah. So, yeah, she's
Manipulate somebody.
she has a motivation to help, but there has to be a persuasion to give up vital information. Jesus.
Well, you're getting experience.
Yeah, you are.
Oh dear.
I think when he's on the Luxma stream.
Oh, great.
I fucking said this.
That was
I
two
didn't mean
ones
to.
I said
first,
this.
and then a 1 and a 2.
Oh my god. All right.
So
Take a walk around for fucking 30 seconds. Y'all continue.
so like,
Oh,
yeah.
Who?
Wynne wants to try something once you're done.
How, like, Clifford, can you explain, how do you picture Clifford fumbling this? Like, what do you think, what misstep do you think he takes in this approach as you're trying to press for even more information after she's already kind of closed off a bit?
I'm not sure exactly. I mean, if she does want to be,
So
if she doesn't want to be forthcoming, then she doesn't have to be. I don't know. But I don't know what exactly I fumbled on. Would fumble on.
yeah, it's so she's kind of like, let's come to an agreement. You if you can come to me with some information that puts you on the right track, then I might start giving you some more information, but I need assurance.
Insurance that I'll get to the bottom of this.
Yes.
Well, you're making it quite difficult on me. But I'm like, I have lousy clients from time to time who won't talk, who lie. I can always get around to the bottom of it eventually.
I mean, I'll tell you that I won't lie, but some information has to remain confidential. I have no intention of misleading you.
Well, do you still plan on going through with your work? Your contract that you're here set to do? Or is that on hold right now?
My contract is currently on hold. I need to make some renegotiations due to the current state of things. But you can, I believe the body would have been transported to the morgue by now, if you want to inspect it. Or look into new investments into Hans's real estate ventures. Hans's real estate assets. Those
Yes,
might.
I'm sure whoever whoever wanted Hans dead may give me a lead into who framed you.
I'm sure there.
One last
That's a
question.
real killer.
One last question, I guess. Are you anywhere of anything, I would say it, supernatural?
Am I aware of anything supernatural?
Of the supernatural?
She turns to Corny. It's like, how deep is this man?
Why does that matter?
I just don't. Curious as to how much to disclose to him.
Are you aware of anything supernatural? My friend asked a question. What's the answer?
Well, I'm just going to take that as a yes so far.
The answer is yes, but what are you hiding?
I'm not hiding anything. I'm just wondering how much our friend Clifford here has been exposed to.
You are holding things back. That is hiding something. I'm confused how you think that's not. I told you this is my friend who understands, and you are continuing to hold things back. Clifford, their testimony means nothing. I'm not sure I would take this case.
I give little credence to testimony to begin with.
Yeah, but I'm still not sure I would take this case. They're not giving you truthful.
Nothing I've stated is a lie. But
nothing you've stated is true.
there seems, as I did research into Hans and his associates, there seemed to be something interesting with their dealings. A lot of favorable in deals and investments that seemed too much in their favor, as well as competitors being taken away. So I'd say there is a high chance of something supernatural behind what they do.
Oh, so they outperformed you via negotiation. Okay. I understand there's also the other side, Clifford, of the question on the veritability, the other negotiators. So I guess you let me know how you feel.
Well, I'm sure if we find out, get the bottom who wanted Hans dead, we'll find whoever framed Celino here. And Celino has very little information on who would want Hans dead. So my guess,
There's a
My
number
only
who
choice
would
is go-
probably want Hans dead. He had a lot
Man
of
like
power
that?
and influence.
yeah, a man like that probably, for sure. Guess the only other thing to do is to visit Hans himself.
All right.
Good idea.
Okay. Let's gather the team. Let's go visit Hans.
At the hotel room, probably.
She did say that he was taken to the morgue.
Yeah, it's always good to visit the crime scene.
Okay, yep. Just wanted to let you know, like, he wouldn't be there.
Yeah, he wouldn't be there anymore.
Yeah.
No, he just left. They just left him there in the hotel.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
Composing, it's fine.
Obviously, it stinks.
They're waiting for me to show up, so they're not supposed to touch it. Did I get there?
so you guys are going to head over to the Grand River Hotel,
I'm looking good for this way. Yeah.
to the scene of the crime.
Woo.
I think this would be a good place to call it since we're pretty much up on time anyway.
Fair.
I
Failed checks next time.
am.
I made a request that Max and I go undercover as people looking for real estate property when we go to investigate.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love it.
You two will be like, act like a couple.
Yeah, exactly. Like I want it to be like a funny little thing where we're both so awkward and like we're supposed to be undercover because this is the whole private investigator thing, and we're just both going to be so bad at it.
I'm getting supernatural vibes right now.
Right? Actually.
You guys are the brothers trying to find a condo in a haunted mansion. Yeah. No.
Yeah, that's my request for next session.
Okay. Yeah, so we'll pick up here next time. It should be this October 6th if everything goes according
Spooky month.
Yes. The spooktacular.
Just make it spooky.
It's going to be.
Yeah, we'll think of some things to do. In the meantime, dude, thank you all for watching. It's been a blast. We'll catch you on for the next session. I hope everyone had fun. I had the blast with this. Did we want to raid out?